Good afternoon, Argyle class of 2017. How are you? And John, how are you doing?
I'm a little bit sweaty, but I'm good.
No, John, you're not doing good. You're doing well. John and I would like to wish a good afternoon to all administration, parents, siblings, and distinguished guests in attendance today. It is truly an honor to represent Argyle's stunning graduating class of 2017. So, many of you may be thinking, 2 valedictorians? We felt that it was best to share this privilege with each other. Many of life's basic pleasures are better in pairs. Eating with 2 chopsticks is better than just 1. A hug is best shared when it's with someone else. Romeo isn't complete without Juliet. Sharing life's experiences with a good friend, or sometimes even 254 of them, is better than just you alone. So we would like to acknowledge every teacher at Argyle of whom we've been mentored under, coached, or even befriended. In many ways, the teachers and staff complete the fabric of our school. They've given us so many memorable and sometimes odd moments over the past 5 years.
Special thanks goes to Mr. Shaw, who for the past week has been begging me for a shout out. Is anywhere here? Guess not. Thank you to our parents for driving us to school before we got our licenses, and eventually trusting that we would return the car back in one piece. Thank you to the mothers who packed our lunches, or in some cases still pack our lunches. Thanks, Mom, wherever you are. And thank you to the dads who sometimes say yes when Mom says no.
We may seem mature and confident now. However, does anyone really remember our first day of grade 8? I do. We were nervous, shy, and really short. I stood just under 5 feet, and I'd seen enough movies about high school to know that I might be the kid shoved into a locker.
We all had similar fears as we made it through grade 8. However, over the next couple years, we made new friendships, expanded our interests, and really figured out how to take on anything life could throw at us. Truly, think of all we have survived thus far. We endured the teacher's strike, 4 long, painful months without school. We survived the Argyle flood, the 12-minute runs, the mile-long cafeteria lineups, early morning band rehearsals and sports practices, Mr. Johnson's physics, and the football field, which is more like a swamp 6 months of the year.
But there were other horrors too. Over my 5 years, I saw the stairs at Argyle were held together by duct tape, and last year the roofs leaked dirty, smelly water. But even I swear the change rooms smelled worse every single year.
Despite the imperfections Argyle may have had, it was ours.
So by the time grade 12 arrived, every day was busy. Sunday nights had us studying hours for our tests the next day.
On Monday, we had bio tests, math quizzes, history exams.
On Tuesdays, we had to finish our university applications.
Wednesdays, we had cheer practice and choir performances.
Thursdays, there were French and Spanish oral exams, and you had to go shop for that cute prom dress you saw at Park Royal.
Friday, the football game, and your Snapchat streaks were about to die.
However, Saturdays were for the boys!
While grade 12 was perhaps the busiest and most stressful year of our lives so far, it has been, without a doubt, the most rewarding. We learned that if we set our mind to it, there's no limit to what we can achieve, whether that be in AP calculus or car rally.
Hayden and Caleb.
Thanks again to Grad Council and to Kyla, to Amy, and to Sarah for planning some awesome grad events. After prom was great. I wish the bouncers had let me in.
We don't have enough time to highlight every memorable experience from Argyle, but we will mention a few key words that will hopefully trigger some memories.
Beach Boys.
Momo.
Bauman here.
5-1.
Grad Kidnap.
Sherwin and Miss Roberge.
Grad Kidnap being cancelled.
Gin Gliders.
Grad Kidnap actually happening.
Toad.
Bingles.
Toys R Us.
Team Joha.
And when Koamai went viral on World Star.
Kurt Vonnegut once said, "The true terror is waking up one morning and discovering that your high school class is running the country." I respectfully disagree. We are truly an exceptional year, and we don't need Miss Lawson to tell us that.
Our grads have been involved in environmental stewardship activities, and students are heavily involved in helping our community through participation in courses such as social justice and leadership. Argyle physics students earned a gold medal at the UBC Physics Olympics in March. Quite an achievement for a public school against all those private schools. The senior concert choir, comprised of several of the performers you heard earlier this afternoon, had the honor of performing a showcase concert at the National Canadian Rocky Mountain Music Festival.
In athletics, there's more. Argyle can boast a cheerleading team that placed second in the world. Field hockey won a bronze medal at provincials last year, and this year's senior girls basketball team came first in the Lower Mainland.
Our senior boys rugby team came third in provincials last week, and rugby sevens earned a bronze medal just yesterday. Yeah. But let's not forget the senior boys soccer, who have come second in the province 2 years running. Matthew Miki, where you at? While an elusive first place medal has been out of their grasps, the Pipers have certainly shown dedication.
So, I think the future is in good hands. In response to Kurt Vonnegut, let me tell you of a dream we had the other day. More of a prophecy of the not too distant future. Okay, everyone, close your eyes. This is the world we imagine.
It is the year 2028. You wake up and turn on the TV. Immediately, you see Alec Lazenby reporting live for CBC. Elizabeth Gauck is receiving the Red Cross Rescuer Award for her life-saving efforts.
On next, Nadine Schroeder will be on Dragon's Den after discovering a cure for baldness, much to the delight of Mr. Edgar. In 10 years, Will Bergeron will be in prison. As an actor, in Adrian Mack's popular Netflix detective series, also starring the enchantingly handsome Andy Birdie. Next, you turn to the TLC network and find that Dina Safari has her own reality TV show.
Feel like catching a football game? Good news, because Aiden Pierce is making his NFL debut. Go over and switch to Sportsnet, and you'll see Rory McKillop refereeing the Stanley Cup Finals. Okay, time to turn off the TV and head to work. You put on your Kate Choi designer jeans, and then grab a quick bite to eat at Cetera Rue's Artisan Bakery. Sadly, you bumped into Sam Peters. Sam is now a nutritionist, or as he likes to call it, a dietitian, and he reprimands you on your excessively high caloric intake.
You walk along Robson Street and pass by the art gallery, featuring paintings by Anne Lee. On the way, you're nearly run over by Lytton Greenfield and his motorcycle gang. For your next checkup, you may be called into Dr. Rushland's office, or have Nurse Ursula look after you in a time of need. In 10 years' time, we will have our engineers in Keegan and Kelsey,
businessmen and women, Brendan and Isa,
tradesmen in Sam Montgomery and Lucas Dindy,
star musicians in David, Soha, and Jen,
videographers in Darian and Mac,
automotive designers in Andrew Woodyard and Michelle, environmentalists, teachers, the list goes on and on.
We may end up spread across the world, and yet we will still cross paths in one way or another. We can be vacationing in the Grand Canyon and see a crowd form around none other than Aidan Cottrell, who's about to break the world record for highest canyon cliff jump. And of course, Yao Hui will be in Sydney singing opera.
So I, for one, am very excited to see where we all end up. That's why I strongly encourage everyone to attend our 10-year reunion. We just need someone to plan it. Kyla, Amy, Maybe by the time we're back, Liam Ritchie will be able to grow a beard.
As we depart from the glorious but soon-to-be demolished falls of Argyle, let us souvenir a simple Latin phrase: carpe diem. Seize the day. YOLO, if you will. For life is not about being alive, it is about living. Life isn't about scrolling through Facebook, it is about never losing a moment.
So this is where you're supposed to cry. With all the ceremonies and parties that are to follow in the coming weeks, the limelight of graduating high school has moments to savor for us all. But it is important to remember the role models who have influenced our lives the most, our parents and guardians. From changing our diapers, to handing us our first car keys, to wiping away our tears, they have sacrificed so much to support our endeavors. Their efforts to help you become you are the reason why this exceptional graduating class exudes individuality in so many aspects of life. They are why you are sitting here today.
So Lucas, take this piece of paper, fold it in half, hot dog style. Now, make a paper airplane. You see, your life is a lot like this paper airplane you're constructing. It needs to have direction and balance, otherwise it will spiral out of control. Each move you make, whether you decide to add a crease there or fold there, defines the way your airplane will fly. If you're lucky, you may be able to glide the distance. Often, however, you'll nosedive straight into the ground. If that happens, you just pick up your paper airplane, make a few adjustments, and throw it back into the wind. Experience tells us that no airplane flies perfectly straight. In life, there may be unforeseen currents which change our paths, affect our speed, and cause our ups and downs. In truth, it is impossible to know where we may end up. However, life isn't about how far you will go or where you will land. It is about looking out at the horizon and enjoying the journey, especially with a friend.
So, now that high school is over, it's time to cast your wings into the air and fly. Thank you. So, grads, we think it's time to throw our caps in the air. Parents and students, if you want to pull out your phones, we'll probably see this on dozens of Snapchat stories later. Wait, let me get on my...
Ready?
No, I gotta go into Snapchat.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you so much. I love all you guys.